Ty Glover, thank you again for coming back to my channel, Think Different Nation. So I keep talking about the importance of these layers and how everything layers on top of everything else, as below, so is above. But what happens if you lose a layer? Because this kind of gives you an idea of how consequential those layers are. So Filippo Brunelleschi, he's an Italian architect, he's a designer, he's a sculptor. He's a person who came around Florence, Italy at the right time because they had a cathedral, this beautiful cathedral they had built back in 1296, but they couldn't figure out how to complete it. They couldn't figure out how to build a dome. And you've seen domes before. You've seen even the Pantheon in Rome. It has a dome. The problem is when you build an understanding of how to build something, and then you build something and you leave remnants around, if you don't document the formula for how you build the construction, then you lose it. And that's exactly what happened 1,000 years before within Rome. Rome slowly collapses. They lose the formula for how to build the dome. And so what Felipe had to do was he had to go back in time. He actually traveled to Rome to go and study the Pantheon and to see how it was built, to see the construction, not only how it was built, but how it was framed up to support the building process itself. And so the one thing that was happening, though, with the Pantheon is that it was built from concrete. While he could figure out how he could build it, we had lost the formula for concrete. And once you lose something, many times you can't rediscover that formula. So the Pantheon, he goes here. This was built originally in 126 AD. It was actually about 12 AD, but it was reconstructed by, I believe it was Hadrian. So this is the Pantheon. He had to travel here to be able to look at the construction, go up and see the dome, see how it was built, to be able to come up with that idea of how I can do this. And that's what he did. Interesting thing is that when he gets back to Tuscany, they're wanting to know the formula. How did you do this? We want, before we actually give you money and we'll sponsor this, we want to know how you did it. And he said, I can't tell you, it's a trade secret. And they were insistent. And what he did to show them was that he took an egg and he gave them an egg and he told them to take that egg and place it down directly so it's sitting up on that table. They tried it, but they couldn't do it. What did he do? He took the egg, smashed it against the table, and the egg stood up. Of course, they said, well, we could have done that. He said, I know. It's so obvious that if I show you and tell you my formulas and how I did it, then you will steal it, or at least will become so obvious for everyone else, it won't be my secret. So even back then, he was trying to protect his IP. So thank you for coming back into Think Different Nation. If you like the channel, please hit like, and we'd also like you to subscribe as well. See you in the next episode. Cheers.